Hi, it's Natasha with Cricut, and today I'm going to show you how to make this personalized cake topper. My sister just graduated and I need a last minute present to tell her congrats for her graduation, so this is perfect. Let's get into it. I'll show you how to make it. Today we're using a Cricut Smart Cutting Machine. I'm using my Cricut Maker. I also have my connected device with the design space on it, as well as some shimmer and glitter cardstock that we'll use for the cake topper, and my standard grip mat, some glue, some skewers, and some other tools and accessories we'll use for the cake topper. Okay, here I have Design Space open, and here in the search bar, I'm just gonna search for a congrats cake topper. And there are so many options here, but I love this calligraphy one. But I wanna make it a little bit more personalized for my sister, so I'm gonna hit customize. And I think the congrats looks good. I'm just gonna add text and add my sister's name, Amanda. But I want the fonts to match a little bit more, so I'm gonna look for a font that I think goes with it. And let's try this cursive one. I think that's great. So next I'm just gonna try to make it match a little bit more. And I'm going to rotate her name. And let's make it all the same color. And I think that looks good. Actually, I'm gonna make her name a little bit bigger. There we go. I think that's perfect. So then I'm going to highlight both of these items and I'm going to attach them. And I'll unite it. There we go. And because I'm making this a cake topper and there are all these individual letters, I'm actually gonna add what's called an offset, and that will help it stick all in one piece all together on the cake topper for the skewer. So let me show you what I mean. I am going to add this offset here. So I just click this button and I think 0.25 is great. So I'm going to apply that. And we can change these colors to match the color of the cardstock that I'm using. So the background, the black, I'm actually going to be using the pink shimmer cardstock that I have. And then the purple, I'm going to use the gold. So let's just change it to that. Okay, and this is way too big for the cake that I have. I just have a cute little congrats cake, and I'm going to make this like a 5-inch. There we go. Yeah, that's way smaller than what I had. So I'll select the offset, copy and paste, and then flip it so I have the back part of the sandwich ready. Next, my computer is going to connect to my device. So I'm going to tell it that I'm cutting my material on a mat. And this is just the preview screen to make sure that everything looks good. And it looks great. So I'm going to continue. Now it's connecting with my device. So I'll select which machine I'm using. And once the light turns blue on the machine, you know I'm connected to the device. Next, it's gonna ask me what material I'm cutting first, and I am cutting some poster board. So there is a clear covering on this, which is kind of tricky, but it helps preserve the mat. So I'm just gonna set this aside. And now you can see this is sticky. And first we're gonna cut the pink cardstock, line it up on the grids here, smooth that out, and then I'm ready to insert it into my machine. And now that this is blinking, I can press that. And now that the go button is blinking, I can now press that button and it'll start to cut. Now that this is blinking, I can unload the mat and take off my material. And we have a perfectly cut base for our cake topper. And now I can put my gold glitter cardstock on the mat. Okay, now that this is done, I will unload my mat. And to help me take the letters off of the mat, I'm actually going to turn it upside down and pull the mat away from the cardstock. And now you can more easily see on the mat the letters that I will use for the cake topper. Now that I have all of my cake topper pieces cut out, now it's time to assemble. So I am going to use this glue right here and add some glue to the backs of these letters. Okay, now that we have the front pieces glued on, I have the back of my sandwich piece here, and you can see that it perfectly matches there. So I'm actually going to use one of these skewers now, place it in the middle of the sandwich, and I'm going to use a glue gun to help secure it better than this type of glue would. So cute, I love it. Okay, and now that I have this perfectly sandwiched cake topper, and you don't have to see the skewer or anything, it looks pretty on both sides, I can now add this to my cake. How cute is this cake? It's the perfect little congratulations cake for her graduation, and I'm just gonna stick it in the middle, and I'm ready to give it to her. I love how it turned out, it's perfect, and I know she's gonna love it too.